Hi guys, it's me again, Michaela from Me and Joe Creating Stuff. Another unboxing video. This time it's not an upgrade box, but I got the new ScrawlrBox in my mail yesterday actually. I haven't opened it yet. Still originally sealed. Oops. See? And I thought we'll do that together, and maybe if there's something inspiring inside, I will draw something again and you can watch or not, depending on if you like or not. It doesn't matter. So let's see what's in the box. Oh my god! Okay. I have been showing you all this stuff now without actually showing you, because that camera didn't record the one on my notebook. So of course by now I open the package. I can put everything back again, or I just leave it on my table as it is, and you're back home anyway. You're not surprised by the opening thing like I have. I mean, I can cover it up a little bit. So. And I will of course have to I don't know how I cut this thing together, damn it. Okay. So, this is approximately how the stuff came out of the box. Of course, unfortunately, you can't see that now, because does it record now? I think it does. It's blinking and the timer is counting. Okay. So, yeah. I probably have to cut out all the rest because I don't want to talk to you about the same things twice. I think you got better things to do with your time, like draw something yourself. Okay, we have here a scroller scene, which is on top, and we have this most amazing drawing of a bee with a wise guy's head, done by Shane Forhaben, and I'm trying to pronounce that with a little bit of an English touch, even though it's a German word. So probably he's from the US, probably his ancestors were from Germany. Forhaben. He's an amazing artist in any case, because that is really beautiful. All the lines, the composition, the colors, the motif itself, I love it. It's really beautiful. I might even hang it on my wall. Really like it. So then we have a drawing paper pad, which I showed you without you knowing that I showed you, and it's got this extremely smooth paper, like really smooth, and I think it's best to be used with markers and pens, and anything that that does well on such a smooth paper. I mean, pencils, and I don't know, I have to try with color pencils. Maybe they're doing much better on a smooth paper than on a rough one too. But with pencils, you saw that thing that I did with the last unboxing video, the little mini-me drawing, or maybe you saw it. Otherwise, maybe you can go back and you can even scroll forward and just, if you just want to watch those few minutes. And that did extremely well on a rough kind of structured paper. I don't think that those pencil lines would come across as well on a smooth paper like that, but for markers and pens, ink pens and stuff, this is perfect. So I already had a look, of course. You too, without knowing. No, you didn't, because I forgot the camera, but these are the other things that came with the ScrawlrBox. And here's an amazing sticker too that goes with this beautiful drawing. Oh, totally in love with that. So yeah, we got sweets as well. Swizzle sour apple flavor. Yeah, let's see how that is. And then we got markers and a pencil. Derwent Graphic 2B pencil, which is nice. And these, they're okay too, but they're not so special like the stuff we usually get with the ScrawlrBox. And so I'm going to tell you again, or first time listening, that they wrote us a mail that what they had actually planned for this box didn't arrive in time. So they had to find something else to send us, and obviously this is what they came up with. And if that drawing here has been done, would have been done with exactly these materials, which I doubt because I see more colors. And yeah, I think he used, maybe he used a pit artist pens, but definitely more than we got in this box. Then it would be okay. But this is a pencil and 6 pens. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing, I have to say, because you have all those great companies like Derwent in the UK. Maybe they could partner up with you in situations like that. And ScrawlrBox, are you listening? maybe they could give you some materials to send to your subscribers. Something new, like their new color pencil range that I saw a video on YouTube. Somebody been presenting that, and they're not even going to be delivered in Europe for the time being, but they're going to come out first in Asia. So to send something like that to your subscribers, you know, something really special, that would be cool. Also, I saw a British, the what is it called, Artists and Illustrators magazine, that they also brought out a new color box, a portable small color box, like the awesome box ScrawlrBox that you sent in, I think November it was, the Derwent Graphic Tint pens, like this size, but watercolors for going out for sketching in summer and spring. That would be awesome. Wink, wink. Yeah, something like that. Not those pens. I mean, I love all kinds of art materials, so I'm happy with these also. But it could have been something better, you know? Something really awesome. Like we're used to from you, you know? Yeah. Just complaining on a very high level here. First world problems, you know? Okay, in any case, what kind of pens are these, for those who are curious? These are Pit Artist pens from Faber-Castell. They are great, and they have got a brush tip. Do you see that? Oops. Brush tip in. I love this green. It's a really nice color. Then there's a light blue. That's also sky blue, it's called. It's also great color, and scarlet red, which looks more like coral red, but yeah, it's also a nice color. But it's just a 3. Okay, so we've got a uni pin in 1.5 1.0. So that kind of fine liner has got a pretty thick nib for a fine liner. So of course some people love that. Me, I prefer the thinnest ones that are on the market, like the 0.03 ones, my favorite. 0.05 is also okay, but yeah. So a bit too thick for my taste. Also, some warning for those of you who want to use those with watercolors on top. Even though the Unipin fine liners say it's pigment ink that is water and fade proof, maybe it's fade proof, won't say anything about that, but it's not waterproof. It will smudge when you go over with the color, even if you let it dry for days. It will smudge, so be careful. If you want some ink lines on a watercolor and you want to use a Unipin one, probably the best thing is to do the watercolor first and then emphasize the lines you want to do on top. Then what do we have here? It's a Signo gel stick 0.7 pen. You can't read what's written on here because it's gray on black or dark gray, so bad contrast. But it's a gel stick pen, and these are awesome. And that probably, I mean, we have to test it, but I have a Unipin gel pen, and that is waterproof. And it dries pretty fast, so I use that when I go out for sketching. It's also got a thinner tip if you want to see. It's not been in the box, guys. This is something I bought before, and I have lots of them because I use them for writing as well. I love the way they perform on the paper, and I use them for drawing as well, for going out for sketching. It's the Uniball I Micro pen. Not even expensive. You get like 12 pieces on Amazon for, I don't know, 10 euros or something. So they're cheap. These are also not expensive. The Signo, Uniball Signo gel stick, I don't know those. Let's try them here. Just, you know, like a little scribble thing. That is a good one. I like that. I love that. Maybe there are different colors of those as well. We can try a little bit later and see if it washes off that paper, even though, of course, the ScrawlrBox thing here is a very smooth paper. So I don't know if the color would not wash off that, even if it's a gel pen color, but we will see. And then the last one that we have here is a brush pen from Unipin fine line, and it's, I suppose it's gray, because yeah, it's light gray, because it's, and it has this, can you see this, these Japanese type brush pen nibs, you know, like it looks like a felt tip, but it will bend, I suppose, slightly. Yeah, can you see that? Maybe not. You have to hold it that way. In any case, it will bend a little bit, so you can vary the line and make it either very soft and thin, or you make it like this. So that's a nice one. It's a lovely color. I like that one too. I mean, yeah, in general, I'm a little disappointed because I'm used to better things from ScrawlrBox, but that alone is a beautiful print, no? And that paper, very smooth paper, I like that too. Let's see what we have now. A look at the magazine. Let's see what it says here. So all the materials that we already saw. The brush shader. Yeah, like, look at that. It's perfect for shading. Especially also if you went out and did some watercolors on location and you want to add some shades to the buildings and stuff, then that's the perfect pen for that. Yeah. Oh, here's more on the artist. Shane Forharden. And he's doing some amazing stuff. I have to find him on Instagram, I think. Can you see that? Some beautiful, beautiful paintings, drawings or graphics, illustrations. Yeah, I think illustrations is the best word for that. And it seems he did that with the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens. And he also states that they come in various nib sizes. So he probably did not only use the brush pens, but fine liners and stuff from them as well. They have all kinds of. Maybe there's some more inspiration to be found in here. And I don't know why this doesn't really focus. But in any case, if you really want to read that in detail, go and order the ScrawlrBox. It's an amazing box in general. This time maybe not so amazing like they usually are, but they have some awesome boxes. Yeah. And they didn't pay me to say that. I'm paying for those boxes because I love them so much. And then this. But I know there are people who love markers and are going to be totally in awe with the stuff that was in this box. So that's the topic for the Scrawler Challenge. Leading lines. So got to think of something to do regarding those. I'll think about something and come back to you drawing. Hi guys, back again a day after actually recording the video for you. And I was editing, I was trying to edit the stuff today and found out that unfortunately the file that contained all the drawing process and the actual showing of the art materials that were in the ScrawlrBox was corrupted, and I did not manage to get any of the data back. It's just quite a lot of space wasted on my hard disk at the moment. I'm going to delete it anyway because there's no way of getting it to play or edit it, unfortunately. So that part is gone. What I'm going to do is I will re-record some parts of where I'm showing you the stuff, like going through the Scrawler scene and showing you the pens and yeah, all the stuff that was in the box actually. The wonderful print of the drawing of the artist of the month, of the sponsoring artist, that one of course. And I will also show you the drawing that I did in like the end version of it. But of course I can't get back the drawing process itself. And I will edit those scenes into the other, into part of the other video. What I'm also going to show you is the part of that what went wrong right in the beginning, because I forgot to switch on the camera that was recording that stuff right in the beginning, as you will see, because I will tell you. I have told you before, actually. when you come to that point of the video, you will already know. Yeah, so I just sped up the part where I was showing you the things first and put some music underneath, the same music I used in the last video, which is a clip that I really got fond of. So I think it's perfect for showing some drawing or presenting some sped up or scene of whatever. It's perfect for that. And I managed to get the volume down this time so it won't have blasted your ears, I hope. And yeah, just some final words to the art materials itself, because of course that was, as I hadn't used them while I was showing you the materials themselves, I couldn't give any opinion on that. But like I said, I mean, the Faber-Castell brush pens, they are nice pens, but I don't really know what to use them for actually. I do not like them for coloring. I definitely hate them for coloring paintings. That's something I found out while doing that drawing, because they you can't get any smooth transitions, and you will see with every line you will see an overlap of the next line to it until unless you're just very, very careful and spend way too much time in the coloring process with these pens to get an even color surface on a drawing. I really dislike the way, like, I felt like a school kid, you know, when they first color something with their felt tip pens and you see all the crisscross lines and everything overlapping, and the same thing happened with these pens. It's like you can see that, sorry, you can't probably hear me properly now. It's either see the picture or hear me, but yeah, probably like that. You can see that all these lines, or especially in the water, you know, all those overlaps, and it's just, yeah. I mean, I could have tried and be more careful in the water to get it look like waves maybe or something. But there's just going to be, I mean, one line in the wrong direction is enough and the whole thing is spoiled, you know. And you can't remove it anymore, like with watercolor or with watercolor brush pens. You can deal with that. You can wash it and it will soften, and you can blend in some other colors, and the same for alcohol markers. But with these, they're permanent. Nothing to be done about it. So, nah, not really fond of those. I mean, they're supposedly ink pens, so like Indian ink. But to be honest, if I want to draw with Indian ink, then I'm getting the real thing, because that has usually the ones that I have, they have some special sheen to them as well, and they don't look like felt tip marker drawings, but like ink drawings. And I can also mix the ink with water before to get some lighter shades as well, and to have it in a way that I can, with a big brush or something, I can get some kind of even color on the paper, which I can't with these. So really, unless it's for emphasizing a small part of a watercolor painting, or could also probably be an alcohol marker drawing or something like that, then you could use these, of course, because they're also safe if you go over them with an alcohol marker. But in general, not my thing. So this box was really a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, I like the pencil. I think I said that before. I like that gray brush marker because it's perfect for going for an urban sketching tour, for doing little shades, because these are small parts of a drawing or painting, you know, like when you go underneath the windowsill to put some shade there. Perfect, yeah. That's just a small part of it, and there is no blending needed for that. And even if I could go over that with the watercolor again and kind of soften it up again, but for a drawing like this, nah, not my thing. And the gel pen, yeah, I like those for writing. Could use them for drawing maybe if there's nothing else at hand, but in general I prefer fine liners for that, or fountain pens with water fast ink, for example. Or if I want to wash the ink, then I use a normal black or whichever color I'm fond of at the moment ink. And this fine liner is too thick for my taste. I don't really see what those are good for either. Of course, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are of course people who have use for things like these, and so it's just not a box for me. There are probably people who will love the content of this box and be really happy because they've probably been waiting for a thick fine liner finally, when all the time the thinner ones come along. Nah, I don't really know what to do with that. It's just nothing I can really make use of. So I'll use the gray one, I'll use the pencil, I'll use the jelly pen for writing, and probably occasionally I will use the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen brush. Jesus Christ, can't even say that correctly. But by the way, it's not that I in general dislike those type of pens. If they come in black, I think I have a black one somewhere amongst my markers, because those are great for drawing and stuff. I mean, but I mean with the black also you won't really see those overlapping lines that much, but with the lighter colors like like we got in the box, yeah, difficult. But maybe you know a technique with on how to deal with them in a satisfying way, something that doesn't look like a 5-year-old's drawing or something like that. I'd really be glad if you told me in the comments. I'd really love to know. And it's not, I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way or something. I'd really like to know if there's some way to make use of these pens too. And the paper is really great. I think it's some kind of Bristol paper actually. It doesn't say on the paper pad. I don't know if Bristol paper is a coated type of paper or not, but it feels smooth as Bristol paper. So I think it's really, really, really smooth. And it didn't bleed through with the 250 grams. It looks a little bit yeah, I put some water on it, so yeah, it's not as straight as it was, but it's also not buckling that much for having had some water on it. So it's actually a pretty good paper for, I'd say, pen and ink drawings, just not with these. Something with my dip pen maybe, and some black ink, or yeah, something like that. Sepia ink, some drawings with that. I can imagine there that this paper pen is perfect for that, and not necessarily for using lots of water on it, but yeah, like the theme actually said, leading lines. If you make a nice line drawing with ink, that would probably be the perfect paper pad for that. So that one I'm happy about. I will certainly use it, and it's got like 12 sheets, so I've used one for something I'm not really happy with, but that's okay. You need to experiment as well, and always learn something new with experimenting. So unfortunately the weekend is already over when I finally upload the video. I hope you had a nice weekend nevertheless, and spent it with activities that you enjoyed and with people you love. And otherwise, I hope you look forward to that in the first place, that you have maybe some days off during the Easter week that is ahead, maybe a long weekend at least, so you can do some things that you enjoy and relax a little bit and maybe get creative in which way ever. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay creative, and I hope I hope that you didn't dislike this video too much, so that when I'm uploading next one, maybe you'll pop in again and see if something improved in the quality, or if there's something that you like watching or not. So that's it for this week. Bye guys, see you soon.